This is Operation Bobcat Landing. I'm Howard Heller. So, 1st Platoon, Charlie Company, 115 Infantry is tasked to destroy enemy forces in AO Ronin in order to deny any influence on the battalion. With time effective of 2/6/05/00, August 24. As 1st Squad Leader of 1st Platoon, our task is to attack to destroy Objective Phantom in order to deny any influence on the battalion decisive operations. Our key weapon systems include the M249 machine gun and the M320 grenade launcher. Attached to us is Bravo team of weapons team with the same task to attack and destroy the Objective Phantom in order to deny enemy influence on the battalion's decisive operations. Key weapon systems include a 240 Lima machine gun. So within our AO, key areas to note: AO Amrock to the east, AO Ronin in the middle, AO No Slack to the west. To the east, highly restricted area of mountain range. To the west, highly restricted area of a river. Here you know phase line Alaska and phase line Arctic. Here is our RP. Here is Objective Reaper, Objective Ghost, and Objective Phantom, which is 1st Squad's objective. Other areas to note are civilian to the east or to the west of the river, and 16 northing, 36 easting, 32 westing, and 8 southing. So in our box is the 36 northing, 31 northing, the 16 easting, and the 8 easting. So within our area of interest, the enemy does have a 10K attack helicopter located at the Taitung Air Base located southeast of AO Ronin. Their trigger is positive identification of U.S. Forces battalion or higher enablers. Their reaction time is 30 minutes. Other forms are indirect fires, which they have 2 of them, artillery and mortars. One is the first being a battery of PL-66152 Mike howitzers located in the vicinity of Taitung. They include the entire AO Ronin within their range, so everywhere within AO Ronin can be hit by them. Their triggers a positive identification of U.S. forces, U.S. infantry forces, larger than squad size, which is applicable to the early part at our patrol base. They have a reaction time of 10 minutes. The second being a 1 Papa 87 located at UF 119er Tree 18 Fowler. Our radar has picked up the daily firing for periods of 0300 to 0800 and periods of 1500 to 1900 of the last 2 days in support of North Torbian defenders on Objective Bobcat. Their reaction time is 5 minutes. Additionally, they have a reserve reinforcements as within one motorized platoon, located south of AO Ronin. Their likely trigger is a radio signal from higher if the enemy forces is overwhelmed, and they have a reaction time of 40 minutes. Additionally, they have air defense located to the south. So, the graphic terrain analysis includes the restricted mountainous region to the east, located within AO Amrock, visibility lines along the mountainous region. Also note phase line Arctic and phase line Alaska. Within AO Ronin, the area of operations that we will be operating in, you'll note rally point, which is our start in our patrol base. So Squad 1 will come down through Avenue of Approach 1 with an alternate avenue of approach. The first avenue of approach handrails and utilizes whatever covering concealment is around and handrails the mountainous region to the east of it. The second avenue of approach utilizes the same method along various terrain and utilizes dead reckoning as well, utilizing whatever covering concealment can be found. Note Objective Phantom, Key Terrain 2, and Key Terrain 1. Also note Route Camaro. Route Camaro goes through Key Terrain 2, which is an intersection of a hardball road two hardball roads that lead into Route Camaro. Route Camaro leads up to Key Terrain 1, which is the bridge located in between which is located in between the river. Also note Objective Ghost, and note the civilian and the restricted areas to the west of the river. So some obstacles are the high-end and coastal mountain ranges to the west, or to the east, and the Banane River to the west. The effects on us is it will canalize our movement, which the forested movement of this best suits our dismounted force, which we have high freedom to maneuver. Even though we are canalized, we are freely able to move without the need of a hardball road. So, some avenue approach is Route Camaro, which is a primary mounted avenue approach, which, as the enemy is a mounted unit, is highly advantageous for them. However, in the rest of AO Ronin, there's a lack of hardball roads, which is an advantage to U.S. forces as a dismounted unit. The key terrain at the bridge and at the intersection allow for freedom of maneuver for the mounted enemy force. Seizing this key terrain will deny enemy forces freedom of maneuver with their key weapon system, which is a CSK. Additionally, weather analysis. There is supposed to be relatively good visibility. Wind is not a factor. There's high precipitation, which favors a dismounted movement, as the enemy forces might possibly shelter as they don't know an attack is coming, as well as high cloud cover, which limits aerial surveillance, which is advantageous to us friendly forces, as the enemy has aerial support as well, which we do not have access to, which creates more cover and concealment, or which creates more concealment for us and slows the enemy reaction time. Higher precipitation does. Temperature is not a factor. So the enemy company analysis here. Note the air defense platoons here and here, as well as a platoon here within AO Ronin, which is occupying, as well as a recon squad, which is screening within AO Ronin. Now the platoon analysis, again, note the screening recon squad. So our platoon, or our RP coming down here, we may possibly encounter this squad, in which case we will have to react to contact. However, it is also a possibility that they may be on the other side and we will not encounter them and can advance freely to our objective. Note the squad that is covering on the objective, as well as the disrupting mortar to the east, as well as the disrupting squad to the north, as well as the occupying squad to the west, along closer to key terrain, the bridge. So again, along phase line alpha and the screening recon squad, they have the QBY-88 and the QBU-88, both with a radius of 200 meters, which could fire and detect our units. Note the air avenue approach, as well as the CSK and the mortar down below. With the mortar covers all of AO Ronin. This is important, as well as these enemies are important because it's located on our objective and the key terrain, which is located here. So we need to take into account this. So this is our platoon level, what is happening. So we're first squad, we're attacking upon along Access Ultra and attacking to destroy Objective Phantom. Third squad is moving along Access Fake and attacking to seize Objective Ghost. And second squad is moving along Access Smash in order to attack and destroy Objective Reaper. So again, we will counter all of those enemy forces as stated below. We may or may not encounter the recon squad. However, this is what is happening along there. So the mission statement is 1-5 infantry will disrupt enemy forces in AO Ronin in order to deny enemy forces influence on battalion's decisive operations. Our end state Primary MSRs in AO Ronin are contested. And our platoon mission statement is to disrupt enemy forces in AO Ronin in order to deny enemy influence on battalion. Our key tasks are to disrupt enemy operations in depth, deny enemy uncontested use of high-speed avenues of approach, retain maximal combat power, and avoid decisive engagements.